If you're looking to get into hydroplants, then this video is for you. I love hydroplants. They are low care and less likely to get pests. The number one reason why hydroplants fail is because the plant is too deep in the water. If your water is getting cloudy or smells, it means something is wrong and rotting. Either the stem is too deep and your plant is rotting from the inside out, or you've got old roots falling off. When you first make the transfer from soil to water, you may lose some of the soil roots, so make sure you're changing the water more frequently. Once your plant is established and has watery roots, then you can change it monthly. Again, make sure your stem is not too deep. Besides this, make sure they get plenty of light, and you can also add a liquid fertilizer monthly when you're changing out your water. Can you believe that this Monstera was nothing but a few stumps just a few months ago? It had been abandoned in the street, and after about a week of walking past it, I decided I was going to rescue it. The leaves were mottled, which means there was a pest lurking in them, so I cut them all off and got rid of this gnatcatcher as well. I took it home, gave it a rinse and a slow release fertilizer, and put it away from the rest of my plants. At first there was a few awkward new shoots and leaves, but pretty quickly, beautiful fenestrated leaves were forming. I left this one outside in the sun and the elements, and it honestly thrived. Once she was looking stunning and didn't show any more signs of pests, I moved her to a more prominent position. She's still outside with the elements and is one of my favorite plants. If your plant is struggling, this is your sign to cut it back. Look, I love a good plant rescue, especially when something has accidentally happened. But what I don't understand is why plant suppliers purposely do things that will harm the plant. These poor cacti have had rocks glued to the top of them, which is going to lead to root rot. Any seasoned plant collector knows this is a red flag, but my heart goes out to the new plant parents who might snap up this bargain and then think they have failed. I gave these plants a quick squeeze to see if they were worth rescuing, but they were all soft up top, which means rot has already set in. It could be saved if you cut this plant right back, but for $35, it's just not worth it. Expect to see these on the clearance shelf next week because the same thing is going to happen to them. Stay away from plants with glued rocks. The string method. You can use this year-round for high water plants and also as a hack for when you're traveling and need to keep your plants hydrated. Watering globes are so handy to have if you are a frequent traveler or a little bit forgetful. Here are a few of my favorites and how I use them. For the wine bottle hack, I've got a terracotta spike that it sits into. This is great for bigger plants and lasts for a few weeks. For my smaller, more delicate plants, I like to use these glass mushroom globes. There is a bit of a knack to them. You have to push them into the soil quickly and straight up and down. You do it quickly so that a little bit of soil clogs the opening to stop water gushing out. You also don't want them at an angle because the water will also come running out quickly. I opt for plastic outside both to stop any fire issues and also so if it breaks, I don't have to worry about my sweet old hound's little feet. These really are so handy.